This next story is about financial devastation. A King County man went from having $800,000 in his bank account to being homeless in just a few days. Investigators say it's all due to scammers.
Fox 13 News reporter A.J. Janabel is talking with the victim as well as the FBI about this scam and how you can keep this from happening to you or someone you care about. A.J.?
Bogdan Nalivaiko is a Ukrainian immigrant that moved to the United States several decades ago with his family. He worked hard here, he retired, and sold his home expecting to live a quiet life. But instead, he's here behind me in this hotel. He doesn't know where he'll call home next. This hotel room is now all Bogdan Nalivaiko has, and he doesn't know how long this will last.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel very, very bad.
Just a few weeks ago, Bogdan sold his 2,300 square foot home in Snoqualmie, the place he lived for more than a decade. He planned to move south to Auburn and live comfortably with the earnings, but that would not happen.
On April 25th, he sold his house. On the 26th, he had $800,000, and then by May 3rd, he had zero.
Julia Elders is Bogdan's daughter. She lives hundreds of miles away in Minnesota. She didn't find out what happened to her dad until he was about to be homeless.
I collapsed because I cannot imagine in such a short amount of time to lose everything you ever had.
Julia tells me scammers targeted her vulnerable 76-year-old father, claiming he had won $17 million in a sweepstakes, but asking for him to pay the taxes on the earnings first.
I mean, they got what they wanted, and they wanted everything, and they got it.
Julia tells me her father was able to take and transfer tens of thousands of dollars at a time from both Chase Bank and Bank of America to pay out the scammers.
They should have flagged this.
Any idea?
And then they said, you know, once I called them, they were like, we did everything we could. I'm like, how?
I think banks are in the same position as us, where they would like to prevent this before it even happens. But the skill set of organized criminal groups does sometimes cause them to be fooled, just like the victims in the cases.
Kelly Smith is the assistant special agent in charge with the Seattle FBI. He says victims can feel embarrassed. He tells me the best thing you can do is report scams as quickly as possible and always reach out to friends and family if something seems questionable. Despite taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from Bogdan, the scammers continue to target him non-stop.
No, I am not talking right now. I'm ignoring.
And she's in the office on Tuesday?
Luckily, there is some good. Joe Kenny, who owns a moving company and met Bogdan when he had to leave his home, has been working with Julia, helping her father with documents, paperwork, and trying to get him somewhere more stable.
Better in a house than in a hotel, yes. House is everything. House is life.
Investigators tell me they have forwarded this case to the FBI. I also reached out to both banks, Chase Bank and Bank of America, regarding this situation. Both banks tell me they'll need more time to investigate this situation. Julia is working to raise money for her father through a GoFundMe. We'll have information on that GoFundMe at fox13seattle.com. Reporting here in King County, I'm A.J. Janabel for Fox 13 News.